I don't play much C trumpet at all. Um, but when I did, I had one of these Getzen Eterna C trumpets. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it and a little bit more about my back history on C trumpet. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks again for watching this. I've been asked a few times now what's in my own personal collection that's not here at the shop. Even though I'm at the shop today, I brought this one in to play for you. This is a Getzen Eterna C trumpet, and while they're not really well known in the orchestral world, and I'll tell you a little bit why in just a second, this is a beast of a C trumpet, especially for the type of playing that I do on C trumpet, which is almost exclusively chamber music, solos, like a little bit of that Tomasi you heard at the beginning, which I haven't played in a long time, the Pulcinella, which is a smaller chamber orchestra piece, and the like. This horn is actually from one of my former students who reached out to the shop maybe a month ago and said, hey, I'm selling this C trumpet, which I might have sold it to him back in the day, but that was a long time ago. And if you're watching this, Pedro, thanks so much for selling me this horn. I had a silver one, and I remember I took a few lessons with Charlie Schluter in Boston, and he had hanging up on his shelves or his wall in his studio back when he lived in Newton, a Getzen C trumpet, and he played the opening of Don Juan on that, and I was like, man, that's the best C trumpet sound I've ever heard. So for a few years I searched, and I finally found one. A couple things to note on this trumpet. First, you'll see the difference in the alloy of the receiver. So you've got a brass receiver and then a nickel or sterling pipe. I'm not exactly sure which. Also, you've got a two-piece bell, as you can clearly see the seam right here, a nice big dent. I haven't worked on this one just yet. There's a few dings and dents in it, and it has an adjustable slide ring. So you say, this is a student trumpet, but the Eterna line was a professional line, and this horn plays in tune. Check this out. I'm going to turn down the mic. That all the clips you'll hear are completely raw, just off the camera mic. Anybody who knows C trumpets knows that partial, the note selections between D, which can be quite flat, E flat, which can be flat. I'll play E flat in just a second. E, which can be flat. F can be high. F sharp, it's okay, but a little flat sometimes. And the G can ride super high. That little section on the top of the staff, that's very problematic in C trumpets. This is so great. It's a little low. Better. And the high C just wants to sit. So when you're playing something like that Pulcinella, the high C is just right there. The only drawback, I'd say, so I'm just talking so glowingly about this horn, but the only drawback I'll say, it's not really an orchestral C trumpet. It's got a smaller sound shape, and it's a slightly smaller bore, so you feel some extra compression on the embouchure when you play it versus a traditional Bach, Yamaha, Shires, Adams, whatever, or Schagel, professional world-class C trumpet. This is a great C trumpet. It's just not really set to be an orchestral C trumpet. But it also has, this horn has the best valves I have on any instrument I own. Literally the best valves. So, and if you know the Getzen valve block, you know that they're incredible. So let me play a little bit more on this. I'll play a little bit. Oh my gosh, I haven't played things like this in a while. So I'll play Petrushka. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I haven't played that excerpt in a while. Or when I do, I actually play it on B flat just to demonstrate horns. But kind of strange, I know. So something like that, which is a little bit from Cafe 1930, the Piazzolla piece. It's so lovely to play on this horn. So that's why this particular C trumpet is the actual only C trumpet I own. I have other C trumpets I could borrow if I needed to play an orchestral gig, but there's a million other orchestral trumpet players they'd hire over me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you ever have a chance to find one of these are not that expensive. I paid a very fair price for this, and it fits a perfect place in my collection. Thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for your great support of the shop. We simply cannot do it without you, and we appreciate you so much. Take care.